these ones. It's way easier to make. The scoop gets messy when you're doing it in a bottle. But the singles are solid.
It's the mango blitz. It's so good.
Oh, it's like your smoothie you make. That thing's so good. It's so good.
It's simple and it tastes so good. Make me one!
Lucky I went by Army yesterday.
Really?
Hooked you guys up.
It's so good.
That's wide open?
Yeah. Then going in. Nice donuts, bro. You can't jump anything, but guess who? Like, all the kids jump something. The guy literally told us, shut your bikes off, and he told us, don't jump on the first lap. And everybody jumped except for me. So I just rolled everything and got into last. And then I had to catch back up.
So when I do it this afternoon on your bike, you gonna be mad?
Yeah, you ready for that?
I'm not. It's gonna be harder this year. His bike is so different. It's so much smaller and softer than what it was last year. It's gonna be sketchy. We're gonna have to do a fork change or a suspension change while we
some big wheels.
we do the rider change.
Do you know if the team that beat you is here?
I would assume so because I think they're local. They live. I think he lives like literally across the street.
Okay.
And the dad's small and he rides pretty good. So
Redemption.
pressure's on Tate really. Tate lost his for us last year. Hopefully Tate got faster.
Yeah.
And I didn't get slower. We might be alright.
Is it pretty hard to ride an 85?
Yeah, it is because everything obviously you don't fit. It's slow. Little wheels is hard. Like the big wheel bike, like when Tate first got one, we couldn't get a small wheel, we just got a big wheel. And the big wheel was really fun to ride, but the small wheel changes everything.
Jeez, look at you.
No, I told him to bring. I brought a helmet for safety measures. I told him to bring a helmet. Thanks to me.
You're flying out there.
That was the slowest I ever rode.
Slowest you've ever ridden.
I had to go to the bathroom the whole time.
How do you like the track?
Good. It's alright.
Yeah.
Let's get it ready.
Kids are all look like they're having fun. Track looks fun. It's weird. Some of the jumps look easier, and then some are a little built up. So there's a couple of like triples that it looks like Tate could do. Yeah. So if you haven't seen the father-son race from last year, you probably should go check it out. It's on I think it was actually our first episode. So we're basically, this is our like 1 year anniversary of like racing dirt bikes and doing YouTube, so kind of fun. But yeah, essentially Tate starts the race, does one lap, brings it in, and then I jump on, do one lap, and then we do that. So I'll do 2 laps, he'll do 2 laps. He starts, I finish. Last year was really funny. Tate was like literally Tate's like one of his first ever races, and he like totally gets the whole shot. Rode really well, you know, and then I handed it back to him and had to chase it down. I think I got back to first, and then the next one, the kid that he was up against was quite fast. So he kind of pulled away, and I think the dad on the second lap was a little better as well. So it was kind of like, it was hard. I almost got him at the finish, but we ended up second. So
My friends called you. They called you Chaos. That's what they thought your name was. I said that's not his name. Let's go, Chaos. Let's go.
says his hands are sore.
Yeah.
Weird. Don't ride and your hands are sore. But dude, he's ripping today. It's awesome. I love seeing it. That's why I get so mad. Like, why don't I get mad? But well, it bums me out when he's like, yeah, like he takes it or leaves it. And I'm like, bro, you're so clever. They should enforce amateur racing, and then the bike that comes from this factory to be like super quiet, and then like Mitch, FMF, and all the aftermarket companies enforce those guys to do like quiet pipes for amateurs, because man, it's so much louder at amateur events, and there's so many more thousands of amateurs than there is pros. It's like the dumbest rule. I've never understood it. Like, and then you go to a MotoGP race, which is how it should be, and it's like you can't even hear yourself sing, but it's awesome. I think where pro bikes are at right now, or at least American pro bikes, like AMA supercross bikes, they're quiet, but you can still ride them, you can still hear them. I don't think that they're too restricted on power, a little bit. But I think it's a good level. Anything less than that would really kind of suck. Let's be honest, if you're complaining about coming to a supercross, because that's what they tell you, like the promoters, our number one complaint is noise. Like, give out earplugs. But then on the flip side, Supercross also owns Monster Jam that has no exhaust. They're so loud. I would never go to one just because they're so loud.
Caught it.
I think I plotted the braking box.
How was it though?
Easy.
I don't know what you did, but that's how we need to ride.
Dude, you're working.
Riding really, really, really good. I'm proud of you. Let's go to bed early tonight and ride like that. Wake up like that.
Dad, I'm doing another one.
See that? Dad took your device away. And look, we're doing triples and we're riding fast. Should have done it a long time ago. Tell you what, you ride like that and I'll give your device back a couple hours a day. Up on top of the hill. Yep.
Got Nabi underwear.
Show them what it says.
Tutu Pro. So it's an underwear that goes all the way down to here. So wear your knee braces or knee pads. It won't annoy your leg and stuff. So I really like it, and it's super comfortable and super stretchy. So yeah, Nabi's probably the best underwear. My dad partnered up with Nabi, and we made an underwear.
So anyways, we'll get Chad modeling it later.
Look at this water bottle brand.
Doing a few runs.
Runs.
Yeah, that's what Tom Brady does with his underwear line. Running through New York City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the gram. I mean,
Done the photo shoot.
we'll do one of those closer to the World Supercross.
Are they out now?
Yes, they are out now. So
they're out. We just got them actually, and the kids all got them, and they got like a little. It's a 2.0, meaning it's like the materials changed a little bit.
Tate tire.
He's trying to make it better.
Yeah,
more
I rode supercross in it when I was in California this past week, and it makes a big difference on like kind of like, I guess there's no other way, but like your butt area. The last one was the material was just different. This one has a little bit more stretch, and I noticed that a lot in that area, especially on supercross. Because motocross, you're kind of like you're sitting down, and it's so bumpy that it's always hard. But supercross, like you know, like the bike's wanting to rip you off the back, and you're sitting down, seat bouncing, and it just like everything was nice. So. Pumped on what the upgrades on it for sure. Obviously in North Carolina it gets cold, and I wear it
underneath gym shorts.
Like
so
almost like a gym, like a
base
three-quarter
layer.
Yeah, and it just kind of helps, like especially when you're mountain biking and stuff, and your knees get cold or whatever. Or it's nice. I'll bust it out and show you guys later.
Whoa!
Oh, they're a bit dirty. I need a new lens.
Fresh set for the father-son race.
Yeah. Can't show up with a dirty jersey. Like,
Not allowed.
nope. Illegal.
Are you ready?
Straight from the supercross track to the motocross on an 85. I'm ready.
Got a half tank of fuel. I didn't top it off. We're going for weight. Maybe I shouldn't drink this water.
Look at him.
You better be careful, competition.
They're saying you look good on it.
Dude, the forks are so soft compared to last year.
World Supercross is priority, okay?
I feel like the last year when he's ready to do, like, when he's on a super mini, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
By then, there'll be some other kids or another racer's dad or something that's ripping, and we'll have to battle with them.
Yeah. You guys could have a stacked father-son race.
We could really have a stack. Like, when you think of, like, Ferry, Way, Deegan, I hate naming names because now I'm blanking. Who else is there? JG would be hard to beat because JG's small.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Wyatt and JG would probably, and then, I mean, Hayden's big, but like, let's say if it was, because it would have to be Hudson.
The waves.
The ways, Nick's my race shape here in a month or so. Height-wise, like Nick and I are similar.
All the way to the left.
So yeah, it could get crazy. Could get competitive.
Yeah. See your dad over there looking at the triple? He walked.
Of course. Oh, he's walking it.
Yeah. Saw you eyeing it up over there.
Oh, I was just wanting to know where I was gonna land, or what's on the other side. And I did talk crap on him and made him do it the last one. So.
You get a good start and you ride your race. Huh? I will. But listen to me. Don't get caught up in it. You ride your race.
Looking good right now.
This will be tough, actually. No, the one kid's fast and the dad's pretty good too.
Dude, he got a lot faster than last year.
You would hope so.
second one, it was a little better. I just tried standing up and wheeling everything. Good job, guys.
That was fun, man.
It was like last year, literally. Tate.
My first lap was terrible. I was like, the bike is so soft compared to last year. I mean, outside of missing the triple, he rode well.
He totally did. And then they jumped that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that
that
that's
right
a
there.
huge
That's a
gap.
huge thing. And that's fine. Honestly, Tate, you did so good. Be proud of yourself.
Did you see me overjump the finish line?
When?
It's probably the scariest I've been on a dirt bike in a long time.
Last year? Or
Oh, right now.
The last lap?
Yeah.
I did too.
Dude, I'm like, please don't break in half. Please don't break in half.
Right? It's so fun to watch, honestly. And I'm really proud of Tate because, like I said, the build up to it is enormous. It's almost bigger than tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, second again. I mean, it just means we'll have to come back. We're gonna come back for the win.
Okay. Does that bring you back some memories?
This one, I believe this is 03, which I went big bike. I mean, same thing. Still got the 259. But yeah, he was fast. I didn't know that there was a faster 125 rider. It's funny the frame's so bright still. Like, look at the difference, you know? Like,
Oh my guys, look at
how
this
bright that is. And then back then they used to have the flow green, which I love the flow green. But the problem with the flow green is it fades in a...
No touchy.
That's what Grant Langston can say it better than me.
It's so
I raced Cowie in Europe, actually. My first year out of Australia, I raced factory Cowie. Honda had a patent on the front brake that ended, I don't know when it ended, but now everybody can do it. But like, Honda had a patent on the front brake, so then everybody else had to run theirs around the long way, which is funny. It's so dorky. But then now the patent's up, so everybody uses it. It's a wrap. Now it's not one of those, you dirty it, you ride it. I actually rode it last, so gotta clean it. But no, it was a good day. Actually, a really good day. Like, I've been busy, you know, like kind of I wouldn't say we've been pulling back, but we're kind of like the priority is starting to shift towards, you know, starting to prep and get back into race shape and, you know, things, you know, organizing for that. I've been in California all this week. So the kids really haven't been riding a whole lot at all, if at all. Pace probably hadn't rode in 4 to 6 weeks. And honestly, he rode the best that I've ever seen him ride. And his attitude all day was like so awesome. The only real thing I heard was he complained that he had blisters or whatever. And obviously that happens if you don't ride. So just, yeah, no, solid day. They all rode really, really well. I love this track. I'm envious of these kids riding it. So it's kind of fun to have that father-son race because I get to go out there and ride it a little bit. A lot of predicted rain and they really haven't got it. So track was probably a little on the dry side and more hard than what it was last year. But that kind of made it made it more enjoyable to ride, but probably last year when it was really ruddy, maybe like maybe it would help me a little bit. But yeah, overall, super, super awesome. That was really fun. Tate missed the triple, and I had an average first stint quarter. It's like a car race where you're doing multiple laps, but my first lap was so bad. Just like everything was so small and tiny and soft, and yeah, but I was proud of him. He got a good start. Those kids, the two kids out front are doing a lot of the big jumps. So yeah, overall, we were P2 again, which kind of sucks. And it was so close. I thought I was going to get him coming down the hill because I got a good run up the hill, and then he went outside, I went on the inside. But I bogged it down a little bit coming out of the turn, and I think that was just enough to not get a wheel on him. Honestly speaking, like if the kids, Pace especially, if Pace wakes up tomorrow and rides like that, I'll be so happy on both bikes, like e-bike and his 50. Tate rode for the most part pretty solid today. I think there's a few jumps that he needs to do, and it's hard for me. I'm not a big one to push on jumps, especially at races. You know, they can get weird lifts and things like that. So for me, the triple in the front,
I pushed on him. I told him, I said, you can do that. But the other two are, both of them, you don't want to come up short. You know, like you really want to do it. And so for me, it's not, I don't think there's a time and a place to learn that, and I don't know that racing is learning it. I think the best thing for him is to learn to gauge off of somebody in front of you. If there's somebody in front of you and they're hitting it and you feel comfortable, as long as you're doing the same speed they are, all should be okay. So if he's in that situation tomorrow and he goes for it, I'll be happy. If not, then I just want him to have a solid day. Sis rolled around pretty good today too. Like she's really good in the sand. Like her momentum and her rut speed, like her balance in the ruts is pretty clever. So a few jumps that she's not doing, but that's kind of her thing that she struggles most with is jumping. So yeah, overall, get some good gauge drops, and this will be their last race, honestly, for a while. So Dad's got to go to work, and we're going on world tour. So yeah, I think that I'm excited for them to get in, do good, and then a lot of their riding after this will just be with me, at the supercross track, not so much traveling and racing. Should be fun.